Let's talk a little bit about a new feature here in TalentBin called the Job Req Translator. Something we heard from a lot of our users in the past is building a search just takes too long. Adding all the keywords, creating the Boolean logic string is just too cumbersome and too confusing, and they wish it was more streamlined. Well, along with a lot of the other automation features that we've built into TalentBin recently, things like automated follow-up campaigns, automated initial outreach, our engineers devised a way to automate the search process for you. Let's take a look at how it works. So there's currently 3 ways to open the Job Req Translator. I'll start with the easiest, which is simply to create a new folder for the rec that you're working on. Once I create this folder and hit Add Folder, you'll get a pop-up that will say, "Want help creating a search for this folder?" All you have to do is hit Let's Do It at this point, and then it gives you this field. Essentially, all you have to do at this point is copy and paste your entire job rec into TalentBin, and we'll build the search for you. Let's take a look at how it works. We have a full stack application engineer role here open at TalentBin, and I'll use that as an example. I'll copy and paste the entire job description and then throw that job description into TalentBin here by pasting it into this field. After that's good to go, I'll hit Create My Search here. We'll give it a second to pull out all those keywords, and here we go. We have a perfect Boolean string up here at the top. It will pull out the location as long as the location is included on the job description. It's that easy. So you remember when I said there's actually 3 methods to open the Job Req Translator? Let's take a look at the other 2. So our first is to create a folder. We also have a button down here at the bottom of any search on the source page. All you have to do is hit 1 is to create a search for you, and that will bring up the same Job Req Translator window to use to create your search. The last way is to run a search and pull back too many candidates or too few candidates. At that point, our system realizes, hey, this person might need some help building a search. We'll ask you up here at the top of the search results, do you want fewer results? Open the Job Req Translator and let us build a search for you. Now you may be asking, what if I didn't throw the location into the search? How is it going to calculate where this search should be run? Well, let's take a look. I'll open the Job Req Translator again. I'll throw in the same search, but this time I'll get rid of this position is based in San Francisco. And then I'll hit Create My Search again, and you'll get this pop up. Oh no, we couldn't figure out a location for your job opening. All you have to do at this point is throw that location into the search manually. Shouldn't take too long, just one little extra piece of information we need to perfectly run the search. Now, you'll get this pop-up, maybe if you have an abbreviation for the city, maybe if it can't calculate where the city is, if it's a little confusing where the city is, or it's just bad location data. If you're running a search without a zip code, and you just want to run a nationwide search, all you have to do is hit United States here and then add this location. If you want to do a worldwide search, which is very rare, you could do show me candidates from around the world. I'll throw in the zip code for San Francisco here, add this location, and you'll see it will build the exact same search. So one major component of the Job Req Translator, and arguably the most fascinating component, is the logic algorithms in terms of the search results. We'll always try to pull back between 100 to 200 candidates in your search results using Job Req Translator. To do that, maybe it will make some of the search terms optional. Maybe it will use some of these search filters on the left-hand side. Maybe it will refine it down by email if we just want to pull back the people that do have email addresses currently tied to their profile, in order to refine that search down to a manageable pool of candidates to go through. What we see is between 100 to 200 gives you enough time to go through all those candidates in one sitting, and it makes sure that the search is probably going to be refined enough to pull back the most promising pool of candidates in that region. One major thing to note is that we should always treat Job Req Translator as kind of a jumpstart or framework for building the perfect TalentBin search. Our robots are not perfect, so you may need to add some additional keywords if they're on the job description. Maybe you need to throw in some of these search filters on the left-hand side, like I did with the email one down here. Maybe you would want to refine the search radius down if 50 miles is too big. Maybe throw in some additional keywords like I mentioned. Maybe make some of these terms optional if it's not a definite required skill. So get out there, give it a try, and see it in action.